And we're live.
Hello, and welcome back to a special episode of Professional Idiocy. I have with me my co-host, James.
Hello there.
And our two special guests for today, Calvin.
Hello.
And Mickel.
What's up?
All right, let's get right into this Halloween day. Yes.
Hell yeah.
We're getting spoopy.
No one's going outside, so let's sit inside and talk about.
Let's sit inside and tell ghost stories. How about that?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Do you know any?
Anybody else?
No, I do not know.
Whatever just came out of Miguel's mic is a scary story alone.
Just proposes to tell ghost stories, and then like, hey, I don't really know any, but you know.
Great stuff. It was supposed to be spoopy.
10 out of 10.
I failed miserably.
10 out of 10.
Maybe next time, Calvin.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got it. Hold on.
All right. Let's
not.
see.
So,
Alright.
this wife, right? She dies while this guy's constructing this house. The guy finishes the
God.
house, and every time a kid gets on his lawn, he gets extremely mad. And the wife
Big point light. In your face disgrace. Bonk.
I can tell that exact plot. It's like
Yeah, I
somebody
know.
gets buried in concrete.
I've seen that movie too many times, and like it causes flashbacks.
You telling me that was your first ghost story?
Not gonna lie, that was one of the scariest things I watched as a child.
Okay, yeah,
It was
as
so
a- as a
awesome.
child- as
The
a
story
child-
wasn't scary. It was the animation that was.
Oh yeah, that movie
Yeah.
traumatized me as a kid, man. I thought if I walked up to some creepy old man's house, I'd get abducted and never come out. I swear, I felt like that carpet was gonna give me whiplash.
You were scared that the house had balls.
No. What? No. Jesus. Calvin, no. Anyways,
No, that was part of the joke in the movie where they walked into the house and there was like a tonsil and the kid was like, the house has balls, and the other one was like, no, it's a girl house.
oh, I forgot about... Oh my god! It took me... Oh, this is the first time I've gotten that joke.
Oh my god, it took me so long to get that joke.
Oh my god.
You're an
Why did it
in-your-face
take me that
disgrace,
long?
Jesus.
I
R
was
slash
8
word.
years old when I understood that joke. Oh, can you imagine though, like building a house around your dead wife?
Can't relate.
Your wife is
I
dead.
want to know what. I really
She is-
want to know what
she
the
is
story
buried in-
designers. Go ahead.
Okay. She was buried in concrete, and then now you just built the house surrounding her, as if you expect not to get investigated by the FBI. It's like,
is her final resting place. Time to live.
just show the FBI like a hole in the ground. It's like, yeah, that's my wife.
She's still alive, I swear.
Imagine he's giving a house tour to some of his friends and there's just a red carpet with a picture of her. He's like, wow, that's a really neat carpet. Yeah, that's where my wife died.
No.
Like she was murdered? No, she's in the floor.
Oh, she's in that floor.
She is the floor.
What is
Nice.
that little?
Honey,
What
where
is
are we going?
what is that decoration you have in the corner? Oh, that's just my dead wife. Don't worry about it.
You know, she makes a really good sidewalk.
Why does the carpet have a hole in it?
It's a holy carpet.
You
No.
missed. Okay, never mind.
I swear to you. Okay, wait. You guys remember the intro to that movie where some little girl is like rolling up?
On her
Ah, yes.
tricycle. Oh my god.
Yes.
And then this frail, weak man walks out and snaps the tricycle in half.
That legitimately scared me.
Bro, that old man, he's doing weight, bro.
Bro, that man was lifting.
Them weak arms. It's like what was that show where the dude, the sailor guy, I forget his name.
Popeye?
Popeye, yes.
Why did it take you that long to remember
A man rolls out of
Popeye?
his house, and the absolute rage that he feels just makes him stronger. He just pop and just snaps the bike in half.
He said RAR XD.
I want you to stop living,
I don't.
poggers.
progress.
My mouse is glitching. This is awesome.
Pug.
Didn't you just buy
We
it?
love to see it.
Yeah, I like literally just bought it. I'm trying to
Imagine buying mice. Just steal them, Limo.
Just breathe them.
So,
Breathe mice.
anyways,
No, breathe.
Ah, yes. I love plastic in my lungs. I'm a turtle.
What?
okay, that's where we need to just like.
Nah. All right.
This is getting really annoying.
All right. Let's actually get into it.
Yes, please.
All right. Now that whole ghost house or whatever it was called is over, let's get into some actually spooky stuff, shall we?
What I had
Sure.
actually planned for this episode.
Fuck the script. We're going off.
No. Screw
Skew
you.
the script? What?
No, nope. That's its
Not
own
today.
horror story. But let's.
But integrity. We talked about
That's a
integrity
paper-
episodes ago. Skew the script is not something we're talking about today. All right.
That's a paper cut waiting to happen. I don't think anyone would want to.
All right. So the list actually happening is the 10 most terrifying SCPs, and we're only doing like one of them.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
So for those of you who don't know, SCP means secure, contain, and protect.
Can I do the explanation? Can I do the explanation?
No, Calvin, this is Brat's the host. This is the format that we've established. We can't break
Damn it.
format.
God damn it.
You know what we can do? Figure out why my mouse doesn't want to work.
All right, if I miss anything, Calvin can add on to it.
Sweet.
Okay, so basically, SCP means secure, contain, and protect. It's an acronym. The
Okay, I
SCP
figured.
website is a website devoted to a fictional organization, kind of like the MIB, only more ruthless, which protects the worlds from anomalous items, creatures, and events. They contain items that are dangerous to humanity, or just would be a bad idea, and secure these creatures, events, and items in special containment facilities, if possible.
However, these items and creatures and events may also bring good luck and fortune, such as SCP-999, which is literally living, happy slime that smells like peanut butter.
Yeah,
What if you're allergic to
SCP
peanut
can't
butter?
be bad or good.
Yeah. It basically, the Foundation was created to secure anomalous and peculiar items, creatures, and perform anomalous rituals, I guess.
Anything not normal.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, some of them are genuinely terrifying.
This sounds like
Absolutely.
Men in Black, but with a few more steps.
Oh, Men in Black.
It's Men in Black if Men in Black wasn't just dealing with aliens.
So
Men in
many
Black?
Ghostbusters.
Plus, it's Men in Black plus Phasmophobia.
Men in Black, Phasmophobia, Ghostbusters, just all of the above,
Oh my
really.
God. Okay,
Ghostbusters.
so if I remember correctly, there's one called the Patchwork Bear. It's
Oh
helpful,
my god.
but it is like it's so freaky, man. It's a teddy bear that stitches you like fake yarn organs. So let's say we'll use Mickel. Mickel's like liver stops working. All
Not
right,
possible.
hush.
Kel, he has a heart attack. He's just like, no, I'm not. he just like pounds his chest one time, and it's like Fonz, and it just starts.
The paramedic's like, well, shit, we can't do anything now. He's not having a heart attack.
Nah. Mickel's like that TikTok trend, you know? I'm built different, baby.
I'm just different.
He's Mickel is Coochie Man.
Mickel be built different.
How did you do that? I'm different.
I'm just different. Oh, man.
All right, whatever, okay? In this case, you're not built different.
Okay.
All right? Your liver stops working, whatever. And if this Patchwork Bear, right, walks up to you and he'll just start stitching you like a fake liver made out of
its own
Yeah.
own cotton.
made out of its own like cotton. But that liver, when it puts it back in you, will function the exact same as your normal liver.
So
Some
Vor.
cases were recorded even better as well. Like
Yeah.
I remember there was one case where someone actually had a heart attack and their family had a history of cardiovascular disease or just like heart disease, where the muscles just didn't work properly. After events which the subject had a heart attack, the SCP came, fixed the heart, and kept helping until the dude was back to his heart beating. And since recorded cases, he's had better, like, basically just better cardiac health. Or I hope I'm saying that right.
All right. Now let's get into the freaky SCPs.
Oh boy.
There's
Oh,
such
my.
thing as
And
normal.
before we move on, each SCP is assigned a number. So it's SCP and followed by a number. The number has nothing to do with anything. It's just it's like just a tag.
It's just like counting. There is
Yeah.
currently around 5,500 SCPs. So
And if you get verified as an SCP author, you can go on there and write your own stories.
which I've been trying to do for so long.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry.
Ouch.
And
Weird flex, but okay.
there are also 3 classes of SCPs. I know I know 2 of them. Euclid is when there's like safely contained, and
No, okay, so I want to do the explaining. So
Yeah,
it's basically safe, Euclid, Keter. Safe, self-explanatory items that are easily contained and usually don't fight back. There is Euclid, which are objects that are harder to contain and are sometimes deadly, but oftentimes not. Then there's Keter, which is extremely deadly and extremely hard to contain, such as the guy who can walk through walls, 106, his number, or 073, the statue that moves when you're not looking and will snap your neck.
it's
Just
literally
always
like
look at it.
no, it's literally like the Weeping Angels.
Ooh, I love Doctor Who.
It's the Weeping Angels, except it moves way faster than the Weeping Angels.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
Weeping Angel.
There's some Doctor Who corrections I need to make right there. I'm kind of hurt.
Resident nerd here.
First off, a weeping angel knows whether it's looking at you or not, so let's fix that. You can't like go. I'm not looking at you. You can't convince a weeping angel. First off, all right, that was the first thing. Second thing that I would like to point out, that weeping angels are not known for how fast they can go. So no one really knows how fast they actually move. It's within the speed of a blink is all it
It's
takes
like
for
the
them.
Flash.
Shut up.
You know, actually, well, I learned something in... Nope, never mind. I won't go on a Flash tangent, even though I want to. So badly. I learned something really cool about the Flash.
Tangent or secant?
I just want
Like
to
the character.
about SCPs.
Alright, fine. I
Same,
won't
bro.
correct you with Doctor Who, but just know, internally, I have a nerd rant ready to go. Internally, I'm hurt.
Oh wait, before we move on though, me and James have to ask our signature question.
Yes.
Mickel,
Hmm.
if you had to rename any 2 elements, no, in this case 1, you get 1 element to rename. What would it be, and what would you rename it to?
Hold on while I grab my periodic table.
This man is smart. He brought the periodic table to find
No,
it.
I'm just an AP Chem, so like.
Oh, nothing from the first 2 rows, potassium or titanium.
So no rose, potassium, or titanium.
No, yeah,
the
not
first
the first 2
two.
rows. That's it.
Where is my periodic table? This sucks. This is
Okay,
wow.
I also love what Ryan named potassium.
What's
Ooh.
potassium? In
He
Ryan's
named
case.
He named it banana split. Also, the symbol, he turned the symbol into BS.
Oh,
Bullshit. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Alright,
and he
let's
made
see.
titanium into Titanic.
element I can rename.
Not bad.
It doesn't have to fit anything. Like, James literally took an element. He created an element. Element 119.
119.
Sup?
Yeah.
Can you really blame me? Can we? That was
He also claimed element 120 and 121.
Yeah, those are all off. I'm sorry.
The symbols spell kaboom.
Nice. Let's see. 10. I'd rename 10.
What is
Tim?
10? You gotta specify the element.
SN, number 50. I just rename it TN because that pisses me off so much.
You'd fix
you
10.
gotta rename the name.
The name?
Yeah, it's got a different name.
And I just changed 10 to sin then. Element sin.
Sin.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, sin and S. All right, fine with me. And Calvin, you got one element too.
Okay. How bad can I be with this?
Very. Not.
Keep the periodic table E.
It
for
has to
everyone.
be an element.
Yeah. That's,
For everyone.
Okay. Okay. I want to do copper, right? You know how it's CU on the chart?
oh God, I'm not.
no.
What do you got?
I
for?
think you know
no.
just what I want to do.
Yeah.
Rename copper to. Hold on, let me guess this. Cuck. I know
Nope.
you, Calvin. Oh, I am wrong. Oops.
No,
That
you
sucks.
You were just the closest.
I have a feeling.
I could tell you.
I have a feeling.
I definitely had a feeling where that was going.
And let's see.
That's it. You get
Krypton,
one element.
because-
Nope, one
you get
element. One element.
Oh,
Krypton's already been
damn,
taken.
No.
Krypton's been
Krypton-
trademarked by DC canonically.
Copyright.
Yeah,
Krypton-
you can't change Krypton.
Oh, I wanted to make it Kal-El. Damn.
Nope.
No.
Sucks.
No.
It's already been
Krypton-
trademarked. Talk to DC.
It's literally just gonna be called Krypton Krypton CR. It's just gonna be like a TM sign in the corner.
Amazing.
Anytime you say the words Krypton, you have to pay them 2% royalties.
Yep.
2%?
A whole 2%.
2%.
2% to DC Comics is still more than I'll probably ever make.
Exactly.
Yeah, but 2% of 0 is still 0.
This is
Oh
good.
yeah. Hey James, my math
I'm
got
broke.
better. My math got better.
You
Alright,
know
let's
what?
move on
That is so true.
oh my god! If you listen to I think episode 2, I talk about I say like 3 times 0 is still 3. And
Mm.
What?
yeah,
Excuse me.
I was yeah.
No
Whatever.
wonder Miss Burstein hates you.
Is it bad that for a second I didn't realize why that was wrong and then just like
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I realized
uh-huh.
I myself realized almost immediately that I was wrong.
You know, I didn't realize it at first and then it clicked and I was like, oh wait.
All right, we're gonna talk about the actual SCPs. Holy Christ!
Yes.
All right, SCP-610, the flesh that hates.
Oh my god.
The flesh
Hold
that
on,
hates. It's
hold
a
on.
Kenner class.
I'm gonna present my screen.
I
so
want
then-
to explain the flesh that hates.
Wait.
May I?
No, because that's.
You get this one. You get this one. You
Alright,
get
hold
this
on.
one.
Alright, what number is it? Just so I can look it up.
10.
This one is
Not-
my
not
favorite
10,
in terms
not 10,
of
it's
horror.
610.
610.
610.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, 610.
SCP-610 is my favorite in terms of horror, but I absolutely hate it because of what it is.
Alright, someone please explain this to me, because this looks like
Do
a
I have
mound
the
of
honors?
flesh.
Yes, you may.
Analogous flesh.
Okay. So, SCP-610, or the flesh that hates, is a skin-borne illness that travels by touch. It spreads extremely rapid in hot temperatures, with cases lasting to 5 minutes, versus in cold temperatures, which can extend for a amount of days. It's not necessarily anomalous to begin with. It starts off as a skin-borne illness that eventually covers the user in scar tissue, or not the user, the victim in scar tissue until life function ceases. After which, life functions will cease for 3 minutes. Then the corpse will start to move and mutate into just disgusting and awfulness.
I can
Oh,
only
awful
describe it.
flesh.
I don't even know how to. It's just
Yeah.
flesh. It's just pure.
I read
Like,
the
Looking at it right now, it's like that. Yeah.
You can't say that. They don't know what that is unless they.
it is
Google
a combination of two bodies in the what is called the soldier form, where it is able to move and is able to infect others.
This thing just looks disgusting.
It has like from what I've seen from the articles that I've read about 610 is there are 4 forms of it. 1 is the soldiers, 2 is the heat pylons, 3 is 3 is just like pods of it, and 4 is an underground cave system made of that flesh.
This is
So
absolutely
I
nasty.
have one question.
This
What-
is
Yes.
legitimately
What
like
human was so bored that they thought this would be a good idea to scare people? Oh yeah, sure. They just thought this up. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Are you
What
gonna
this reminds me of-
discredit H.P. Lovecraft for stuff that he's come up like this?
Yes, H.P. Lovecraft was a giant
he
racist,
he
and
also had
he had a lot
many
of
other
problems.
problems. All right, his
That's
cat was.
fair.
Y'all know the name of his cat?
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Hold
I
on.
don't question horror writers.
It's still yeah, horror writers are some of the most, if not interesting people on the planet, simply because of how like their brains just work differently. It's
That's what I
insane.
love.
All of these all of the SCP stories are
Hey,
also
click the one with the
fully-
table.
They're also fully copyright free, by the way. Like anyone is allowed to make merch or like video games or movies off this stuff.
Yeah.
That's why there's rarely been any SCP movies.
That has actually brought up a problem in Russia where someone had tried to claim the SCP Foundation under their own name and ended up losing, thankfully. It is a collection of articles by people who spend their time to write these, and then one man tried to be like, "Yep, this is mine now," and thankfully he lost.
So basically, I think what happens is the creator of the website owns all of the rights, but he just doesn't care.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of reminds me of this thing from
The War
Pathfinder.
Forsworn?
Yeah,
It could be that. Yeah. It
kind of reminds me.
That is a good representation of the
Or
next.
wait, hold on. I can't spell it, but it kind
The
of reminds
War-
me a little bit more
yes,
like this.
Okay. The Gibbering Mound is an even better explanation of the next SCP we're going to talk about.
All right, which SCP? Which one?
I think Calvin already knows. But the number of this SCP is very special. So the community as a whole wants to decide what this number is going to be. So this isn't a permanent number.
All
right. This SCP is called 001.
My god, zeros. Okay. So I've read multiple 001s. Is this Before Dawn or the?
Oh my god!
I forget what it's called.
When day breaks.
When day breaks.
Mickel, are you seeing this?
I don't want to be seeing this, but yes, I am seeing this.
Oh
Okay,
my
good.
god!
Does somebody want to explain when day breaks?
All right. This is an exact quote from the article I found, and then I'll summarize it. In light of my issues surrounding sentient snot, I found this SCP to be especially unpleasant. This one is an end-of-world scenario. It's called a K-class scenario in SCP speak, so it's Keter class.
Hold on, remind me. Keter is the
Keter
worst,
class.
right?
Yeah.
Keter class is the one.
An SK class event is an end of world scenario in which an SCP with the rank of Keter ends up killing everybody in the world or ending humanity as we know.
That is an end of world scenario. All right. This happened on an alternate Earth. One day, the sun became lethal to all of humanity, and anyone caught out of doors, or even if the sunlight touches your skin for like a millisecond, gets melted into a sentient blob that begins hunting any surviving people to consume.
Oh my
So just
god!
don't go outside. So quarantine, basically. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. It's quarantine except you can't go get food.
Oh, no, there's a scarier part to this.
How does this get worse? This seems bad enough.
What's horrifying about this? What's horrifying about it is that mentally, the people are still themselves. So you still think for yourself. In
You
your
have no
mind,
control over your body.
yeah, in your mind, you are still you. Eternally suffering.
Oh my god!
That's disgusting.
They just have no bodies of their own and try to talk to survivors into joining them outdoors.
Hell no! You say I'm coming outside, I am staying inside. I
The
ain't
jittering mound.
bitch.
The jittering mound is the 100% best depiction of this.
Yeah.
No objections for me. An SCP horror head.
I've fought one of those in my D&D games. They are weird. Fun.
Which D&D? Nudist or?
Yeah, I think this was at one point in Nudist.
Yeah,
I don't
take
remember.
that.
This.
But imagine this as you. All right, the jittering mound is you, but you're still you still think you. You
And
are
you're still, and you're like combined with like 20 other people.
How about no?
each of which have their own brains and think for themselves.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And this thing
it's
doesn't
awful.
die. Like this thing doesn't die.
Again, this is also one of my favorites, but like my favorites to hate because it's extremely well written and it's extremely well thought out. But the thought, like, it's like a phobia of mine.
I honestly highly suggest that you go read these because what
100%.
what I'm doing is I'm only like giving you very small snippets of it. Because these are like pages of things.
This is absolutely disgusting. I'm just gonna point that out
God,
there.
it is terrible.
Someone of culture agrees with me.
I don't.
Hey,
No.
I don't
I'd
know if
rather
you
die.
guys have this one listed, but I think it's like SCP. At the end of the episode, I want to talk about like a more lighthearted and funny one.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Wait, hold on. This is a top 10 list. We're only at 8. I am scared to see what's at like 5.
Yeah, I think at like 1 is the more well written horror stories, not as scary, but like will make you chill as you read it. I read the list myself.
Chill? I ain't gonna be chill about any
Number
of this.
15.
No.
This list is reverse. This list is reversed. So we just talked about their top 2s.
Okay, thank God. Alright, at
Oh,
least
yeah.
we're working down.
Another one on this list is it's funny. It's funny, not terrifying.
Alright, let's keep moving on.
Okay, it's terrifying if you're inside it.
Alright, let's just please move on.
Or, can I
This is
please
just-
talk about the last one, please?
I'm just so tired of looking at the gibbering mound.
You don't have to look at the gibbering. You can go off of the gibbering.
Yeah, so talk about the next one so I can look it up.
SCP 3008.
Oh, I think I know this one.
What
I know
is-
this one.
What
This one is
This is one of my
IKEA?
favorites.
This one is called the Endless IKEA.
That sounds like hell.
So from the
It is.
inside looking in, it's just a normal IKEA. Like there's nothing
From the outside looking in.
Yeah, from the outside looking in, it's just a
The
normal.
inside looking in. Oh,
Can I
yes.
explain this one? Like, or does somebody else want to?
I won't. Oh God.
Let me do this one. Oh man.
All right.
So from the outside looking in, it's just a normal IKEA, but as soon as you enter, it's an infinite space. Like it's just.
Which is basically just your average IKEA.
I think that's how they actually came up with the idea. Like just
Yeah, I
getting
know.
IKEA. So the building itself, I believe, is called SCP-3008-1. And then,
Yes.
Jake, you see those like tall Slenderman-looking figures?
I'm looking at
I
it.
don't want to see.
Yeah.
Those are SCP-3008-2, the employees.
These are the employees. And after dark, the employees get extremely aggressive, and they'll start attacking anyone who isn't in a shelter.
I think from one of the quotes from one of the survivors is something about the IKEA employees trying to beat them to death. So, while calmly screaming, "The store is now closing. You must exit."
Here's always my question. All right, how are there ever survivors? Like looking at these horror stories,
Okay,
just
so
assume
let
you
me,
die.
Let me explain the survivor part to you. Brock could do the entire other thing of it. I want to do the explaining of this. So, the survivor part. So basically, there are people will find each other in the infinite IKEAs, and you know how IKEA has like vending machines and kitchens that you can go to while you're there.
I'm very aware of how an IKEA works.
Yeah. So food courts, vending machines, that kind of stuff. Basically, what happens is camps of survivors will start. They'll like take furniture and stuff, chop it down to make their own civilizations, and start life there. But there'll also be people who go out during the day and at night to gather food from the food courts and vending machines. Occasionally, someone finds an exit and leaves.
Yeah. The employees are only aggressive at night. They're only aggressive at night. They're not aggressive in the morning.
Well, they're also aggressive if you attack them during the day.
Yeah, but how do
In
you?
which case, it's that specific employee.
Okay, but how do you leave?
There's like
Random
transdimensional
chance.
exits.
Okay,
You don't.
It's
leave
literally
the
random. It's literally
I'm
RNG to
just
find it.
suffering
You
for.
have to have good luck.
And you also can't walk back through the front door.
Yeah. After you walk through it, if you turn around, it's just like it's not there anymore, completely gone.
The door disappears.
That sounds painful.
Oh yeah. It's like being stuck in like infinite space. You can't get out, and the only ways of survival are food courts. It's like being stuck in a mall.
That's basically being stuck in an IKEA.
That's the
Which,
infinite.
you know,
Stuck in a mall.
being someone who has gotten lost in IKEA before, for 3 hours,
How
it
would
is
you get
terrifying.
lost in IKEA? It's not.
I was 5 years
It's
old.
all
okay?
mapped out. Like there's arrows and stuff. Like it's not
Exactly.
hard to like
Do you
navigate.
think a 5-year-old can understand that?
There's big things with maps on them. Just look.
I was sitting and playing with a model train display, and my mom walked away, and then I walked in a completely opposite direction.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
It
that sounds
was.
like
And
a
Calvin
I
was
was
never
crying.
seen again.
And
Infinite IKEA.
Calvin is still stuck in the infinite IKEA to this day.
I am. I'm actually recording from the Infinite IKEA. It's really terrifying outside because I can hear the guards outside screaming, "It's time to leave. You must exit the store."
The store is closed. Please, please locate the nearest exit, if you can.
That'd be a really cool movie. I'm not gonna lie.
can.
That
Like-
was nice. Wow.
Okay, that was solid. I gotta
Please
give it-
locate the nearest exit if you can.
No. Would make it like 10 times creepier is if it was like over the PA system, but it's just this nice, calm voice, like the happy voice the entire
Please.
time.
Leave them. It's like the PA system just. Attention, all customers! It is time to leave the store. Please find the nearest exit and exit if you can.
That was kind of.
Wow.
You were
No,
almost
I'm
there. What
picking
I
up,
was
I'm
thinking
scared.
of.
You know, there's
I'm a
also
true horror head.
there's also SCP Minecraft mods.
I'm not
Oh
surprised.
yeah.
It's
No. No.
hilarious. There's
Ah, yeah.
SCP Minecraft mods.
It's called
If you guys,
the Warden.
if people listening to this podcast want some background like YouTube videos to watch, I highly suggest The Rubber. He animates a lot of SCP horror stuff, and has quite a lot of videos on his channel that I personally watch during like when I'm drawing or I'm playing a game with some friends.
Yeah.
What if you're drawing yourself playing a game with some friends?
See.
Then I'm watching it.
I definitely know for a fact that somebody has made SCPs into D&D monsters.
I know for a fact that's happened.
I'm certain. I
Where do you
wouldn't be
think Matt Mercer gets his ideas from?
No, I know
His
this- I know this
brain?
because
What are
there
you,
is literally
crazy?
a Warhammer, like a Warhammer figurine SCP.
Damn.
Yes, Warhammer.
Yeah, it basically works as I need a say number on a dice. You roll it, you'll get that number if you're nice to the figure.
No.
Hey yo!
What-
It's a weight.
Hold on.
It's a figurine that just gives you weighted dice.
No.
Basically,
My theory is 100% has to be it. If it's Warhammer, then it's a miniature that'll never finish painting. Because if there's anything Warhammer fans will know, one of the hardest things besides spending all that money and learning the game is that the painting of the miniatures takes a lot of precision work.
no. Fun fact: this miniature is completely
You are
finished. It actually, I think in the article it was noted as being like one of the more well put together figures.
I don't trust it.
You're never allowed to finish a figure. That's it.
You're just not allowed. You spray paint it one color. That's that.
What?
No. All of your figures just turn out half painted. Even if you fully painted them 2 seconds ago. The second you turn around and look back, oh, look at that. All the paint's gone.
That's an SCP article waiting to be written. Hold that thought.
No.
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 No. Nope.
I'm
Why?
Just gonna.
I'm trademarking that idea. Trademark before it ever comes to this.
Perfect.
There's a
All right,
big
that was
no.
number 7. Yes.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's all I got that are interesting.
But you said
All right.
top 10. We need more.
All
All right,
right.
no,
fine,
I got you.
fine.
I got you.
SCP
I got you.
2935. SCP 2935. It's called Dead World.
2935.
It's called Dead World. 2935.
Is it called Dead World, bro? Is it really?
Oh, is this the one in the what's it called? Park? Yellowstone
Red.
Park?
I think so.
It's in Red Dead Redemption.
God, no. All right. Let's see. Our world's SCP receives a call for help from another world through access through an underground tunnel. Upon arrival, our expedition finds a dead world and a report from a more recently deceased human who claims he is the reason that his world is dead. And the current finders of his report cannot now go back home, lest the same thing happen to their world. His theory is that the SCP from this now dead world was lured to yet another world by an entity seeking to escape a world it had already destroyed. After his expedition, he comes back to his home world, but unknowingly carries this entity with him. This newly empty world is the one discovered by our SCP. And now that they've discovered it, it would be best not only for them to remain in this dead world, but to destroy the tunnel home, so that the portal can never be accessed again.
That's not the one I was thinking of. The one I was thinking of was the one in Yellowstone Park where they find a completely barren, like no life at all, but there's built like human structures and stuff like that.
So
Oh, I'm gonna
basically,
look that one up.
like a quick explanation of this, it's a hole that leads to another world, and that world was completely destroyed by what I'm assuming is like an SCP-001, and that SCP now wants a way into our world. So, it's a Keter class, so it can just come in at any point in time.
Yeah, there's no way containing it.
Just
Wait, what was the other one?
That one's not as freaky. This isn't toast.
It's more unsettling than it is freaky.
Mom can pick me up. I'm scared.
Mom, please come pick me up. There's a cave.
Hold on, I'm looking up the Yellowstone Park National Park one, because I know that one was really cool.
There's a
There's a
cave.
snake in my room.
There are some things I'm very happy that does not exist. All of these
Like
are
everything ever.
All of them. The only thing I'm sad does not exist is SCP-999.
What?
999. Yeah, that
honestly-
one's adorable. I love him.
What?
SCP-999.
I love them.
What the
That.
hell is this?
It's a blob. that when you-
Adorable.
It looks like Winnie the Pooh got melted down and then mixed with Bob from.
Okay, they look
It's
terrifying.
basically antidepressant as a living being.
Yeah, when you touch it, you feel happy.
So yeah, I'm not gonna make that joke.
It also pacifies every Keter class that it's come across so far. So like there's this crocodile type thing.
Oh yeah,
That one,
SCP-689.
the unkillable lizard. 682.
682.
Yeah,
682.
That the SCP-682, I think it's called the hard to kill lizard. It's just impossible to kill.
Impervious lizard.
Whatever it's called. It's hostile against everything, I believe, except for 999.
How could you?
I think no. I think the two things that SCP-682 has gotten along with are 079 and 999. 079 is a AI system on a computer from the 1990s, I want to say.
And 999 likes being tickled.
Yeah,
What?
that too. That is 079, an AI.
Yeah,
So it's Siri on drugs. Gotcha.
I guess it gets.
It's Siri. It's Siri if Siri had limited ammo, was designed and made in the 90s to only have a limited amount of memory, and enjoys talking with a sociopathic murder lizard.
and gets along with like a mass murdering lizard. So
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
Dr. Richards and Siri. Got it.
yeah, I guess. I guess so. Let's see.
Wait, what number was Mallow again?
I don't know.
Oh, can we talk about the Good Doctor?
The show?
No, the Good
Oh.
Doctor himself.
No, that's
SCP-049.
Good Doctor's an SCP.
The show's really great.
I haven't seen it, but I know it's good.
I didn't even know that was a show until now.
It's
a great
about a
show.
doctor who has autism, I think.
Yeah, but his
Ah.
autism is like used to save patients.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
he
like-
knows when things are wrong. It's
Mhm.
really great.
Oh, one of my cousins has a friend who is autistic. Who's like his thing is like he memorized around 5,000 digits to the number pi.
Hey, I got
That's called being bored. Okay.
yeah.
No, like he's
Mikkel, how many can you
my
do?
cousin has specifically told us like that's his thing. I can remember 5. That's it.
I got
Like
3.14 592653585897556. That's it.
Yeah, I can even do less than that because
Not
I
the
only
far.
memorized. I memorized the max that you honestly need for any calculation ever.
3.14.
I only
Words.
remember
It's
I
just-
only remember
it's just-
3.141592 and that's it.
The only
Are
thing
you
I
gonna say it's just 3.14, Barat?
for like more advanced calculations, they use 3.141596, but that's the max that they'll ever go to, and that's the max you'll ever need to know. So
Unless you want to flex,
unless you're just bored,
like me.
yeah.
I died.
And all right, favorite horror movies. Since I got
Favorite horror movies. Ooh.
I'd have to rewatch them to know. I don't know a horror off the top of my head like that.
I hate horror movies. I cannot with them.
I like horror movies, but they scare me and then I can't sleep for the night.
Isn't
Yeah,
that just
um,
you any night?
No, most of the time it's just because of anime.
See, usually, or as a kid, I like watched horror movies all the time. But then I grew up, and then I hated horror movies.
Okay, the only way I watch horror movies now is just to make fun of them. They are so funny.
The only
to
horror
watch.
movie that like I genuinely couldn't watch was I forget what it was, like Life in Space or whatever.
Poltergeist.
They basically found this bacteria that they started to raise and it started to get bigger. And
somebody
it
hated it.
yeah,
And then
no.
somebody-
What was creepiest about it to me was that they named it Calvin.
Yeah,
Calvin,
okay.
you're a bacteria in
I remember
space.
exactly. Yeah, I remember exactly what movie you're talking about.
I remember the scene where it breaks the doctor's hand and he starts floating backward. I was like, "Yep, nope, I can't watch this." which is funny because I sat through the entirety of the 2011 The Thing. Granted, I was creeped out the entire
that
time.
movie is
because,
kinda
again,
dumb.
That's the thing I hate.
The thing you hate.
All right, so now that we know never to invite Mikkel back,
It's
'cause
called
we'll-
Life.
Life, that's what it's called.
What?
We're never inviting Mikkel back for stupid dad jokes.
My
That's
dad
the
thinks I'm
only
nice
reason
joking,
why.
I mean, by that same logic, I shouldn't be the host either. Then, so
I'll take your role.
Wow, they got some
I'm
good
pretty sure-
actors.
Pretty sure everyone would disagree that my dad jokes are bad. They're the best.
I think dad jokes are meant to be bad, though. That's the thing.
Excuse me,
though.
Exactly. That's why they're the best.
made up your own word.
Huh?
I've made up my own word.
I've made up
Yes.
plenty of my own words.
No. I got you a good one. All right, listen. No, I've made up my own word. It's called plagiarism. It's a really good word.
You can leave the chat.
Go away.
I don't like you.
I
have the power to put Barat
I thought
on
you were
mute.
gonna say it too, and then you said it.
I said the sick joke during math class out loud, and then
Wait.
like,
Okay, we got the topic of SCPs. I have one, just one, that I want to talk about because I find it absolutely. It's. I just want to talk about one last SCP before we move completely into horror movies. It's more of a lighthearted and funny one that someone clearly made when they were like just thinking like, you know, it'd be funny. It's called The SCP designation number for it is SCP-1472.
Sounds
14.
numerical.
1472
I got it.
is SCP's SCP like name is called, quote, the Interdimensional Strip Club.
What?
The Interdimensional Strip Club.
No need to talk about this more. We already understand now.
No, because the article is like actually hilarious.
Nope, we don't need to read any of it.
We get it now. Oh no! There's an even funnier SCP. I don't know the name, but I think in the middle of that whole article, Ruth Bader Ginsburg has a wizard battle against Donald Trump, and it's literally the most funniest thing I've ever.
Oh, is that one of the more recent ones? SCP-5000. What?
It's something, but Ruth Bader Ginsburg has a wizard battle.
Yes,
against
I've
Donald
heard of that one. I haven't.
Trump.
Hold on, I got it.
Oh my god, I haven't gotten the chance to read that one yet.
5004.
I've heard it exists.
I think
You're
so.
a wizard, Ruth.
RGB is a wizard. Hold on, I'll read it out loud. It's okay.
Yeah, read it out loud, please.
I think so far, like from all the articles that I've read, my favorite has to be SCP-5000. If you guys have the time, you can listen to it on YouTube by multiple people. I'm pretty sure like a lot of people have covered it by this point.
All right, hold on. I found
but it's basic. While you're looking it up,
I got it.
It's
right
basically
here.
the SCP Foundation going rogue.
Here, hold on. I don't want my whole.
It's honestly the funniest thing.
Here we go.
You know what else is funny? A joke.
Let's hear it.
SCP-5004-A is currently contained by SCP-5004-B under the terms of Protocol 115-ASH. Ashy? I don't know. Based on the current understanding of the blah 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 containment and mitigation of the global geopolitical effects, both anomalous and mundane. Are they aware? Wait, when was it? Is this published before or after her death?
I think it was.
This feels in like bad taste after.
Yeah, it was
5004 is relatively old at this point, considering we're in SCP-5500 at the moment.
But if I think
around there.
So nobody wants to read all of this right now, but if you keep reading, I think they explain that Donald Trump is the reason that like there's an SCP contained in the White House, and Donald Trump is the thing that is the containment method. Like
Donald is the host.
What?
Donald Trump is the containment method.
It's the SCP syphilis.
What?
Whoa!
Look at that.
What?
That picture right there.
Okay, hold on. In the wake of Dr. Sinclair's report, Foundation GOI specialist Dr. Justine Everwood reached out to speak to the current membership of the Metaphysical Club. Notably, the group's numbers have dwindled significantly since the beginning of the 20th century, and only 3 are able to be reached during the investigation. These included United States Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts, Associate Justice Stephen Breyer, and Associate Justice and Grand Arcanist Ruth Bader Ginsburg. The group allowed Dr. Everwood to keep an audio recording of her during the meeting, though the voices of the justice were altered, seemingly anonymous means. And then there's a whole script.
Oh yeah.
Of what happened.
Oh, I need to read this tonight or tomorrow.
I'm wondering where the wizard battle happens.
You're a wizard, Harry.
As Zach Hill knows.
Literally, no. Trump is the containment method for an SCP, and then
here it is.
Ginsburg has like a freaking wizard battle. Yeah, look, see, it says it right there. SCP 5004-B during the 2016 election, which means Trump is SCP 5004-B. Which is insane.
Okay.
That is absolutely hilarious.
So they were nice and threw in email. So in this one, this is from Banner Garrett to Sophia Light. Hey boss, just hope you're doing well. Just wanted to review something with you before we go forward with it. It's been the case with a lot of this so far. While having something ready to mitigate this Access Hollywood thing. Ooh, so grab 'em by the pussy thing. I'm not sure you're able or going to want to. That's his quote, not mine. I'm not saying do it. All right, I didn't say it.
I think James is condoning this.
James didn't say to do it, but we all know.
Okay, no, never mind. I just saw it. Oh, okay.
Access Hollywood thing. That's what that part is. Ooh, someone's phone. I'm not sure what you want to do. I know it sounds crazy, believe me that crazy, but we ran past the implied influence and their polling show this actually helps our chances. What? Oh my
I love
God.
the SCP Foundation.
This
By
thing
far
just
my
goes
favorite website.
on, and I'm so scared to read this.
There is years and years and years worth of content in the SCP Foundation. Some just like this, some with a serious tone, and some that is just the absolute fucking most fun to read.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg channeling her powerful magic during the inauguration of Donald Trump.
I'm telling you, this whole article is the funniest thing ever.
Guys, after this recording ends, I'm just gonna read this all out loud, and I'll do all the voices. I just want this so badly.
This is gonna be better than Christian Harry Potter.
You know what? I'll leave a link to both the SCP website and to this article specifically, because I
Is amazing.
legitimately love this article. It is so good. Oh. I hope you guys
the article of you.
hope you guys are having as much fun reading this as much as I am.
No.
Yeah, I know. So I've been into the SCP Foundation fandom since maybe like Markiplier's early days in them. He's introduced me to them, and that was like 2012, 2011, where I started reading more into these, and I have personally read around 1,000-ish myself.
Jesus, man!
Yeah, no,
Jim,
that's my free time.
Scroll down
Instead
to
of studying, I do that shit.
No, scroll down to 550.9. That.
The Mueller investigation.
More
No, Mueller.
There's a whole section on the Mueller investigation.
I have no doubt that someone has gotten offended by this SCP so far.
What? Man,
SCP-5004.
somebody was having a field day writing this thing.
Exactly. Bro, I have no doubt.
Oh my
Someone
God.
writing this,
Oh
they
my
just took a fat blunt,
Right there.
stroked
they
it
have
all in
Ivanka
one
Trump
puff, and was like, time to get to work.
Hold on.
Eric, Donald Trump Jr., Ivanka Trump, Melania, they're all talking that.
Whatever Crow is, it sounds like a dog.
Crow? Jim Crow?
No, Jesus Christ, Mickel,
Let's not
no.
talk about that here. This podcast is.
I meant the wrong
fun.
Crow. I meant the Robert Crow, the one who played Superman's father in Man of Steel.
Yes, that one.
Is it Robert? I don't believe it's Robert.
No, that's the guy we're talking about now.
Russell
Scroll down.
Crowe.
Russell Crowe's.
You find a picture of Ruth Bader Ginsburg and her wizard staff.
Alright, I haven't gotten.
Yes.
That picture right there.
Amazing. Perfect.
I want you to save that image.
That's going on the podcast.
Powerful wizard Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Ruth Gator, yes.
Ruth
Okay.
Bader
Wait,
Ginsburg.
hold on. Oh, I'm gonna do this in my announcer voice, or just scroll right past it.
Get wrecked.
Yeah, right.
So, do you guys want me to read the quote by Ginsburg here, or just the image caption?
Read the bottom thing that Ginsburg says.
The bottom thing that Ginsburg says.
Yeah,
Okay.
the last thing that she says.
No!
Old Gorman, for too long, your presence on this. Oh wait, no, that's the second to last one.
No, just read all of that. Read all of it.
All of that from there.
Yeah, no. Starting from the first Ginsburg quote with Old Gorman all the way down to the last word.
Announcer voice.
Yeah, I don't care. Just do it.
Old Gorman, for too long your presence on this plane has been poison that seeps across this city. Dragging you up from that pit whence you came was a mistake. And frankly, Charles Hughes should be ashamed of himself. SCP-400 or 5004-A thoroughly screams, agreed!
Thoroughly
Now,
screams.
the
Oh,
power
yes.
invested in me by Ben Franklin's Academy of Wizards for the United States federal government, I hereby demand that you eat my ass.
What?
This SCP-5004-A squeals. The U.S. Capitol building shakes. Our recording devices are deactivated. You have no idea how hard I was holding back a laugh that entire time, dude. Oh.
I don't. What?
This was definitely written before Miss Ginsburg passed away. Before Justice Ginsburg.
Why are there
This
footnotes?
was written by someone who smoked a fat blunt.
There's
No
footnotes.
questions
All
asked.
right. Let's have a quick moment of silence for Ruth Bader Ginsburg. All right.
We have paid our respects. May Ruth Bader Ginsburg rest in peace.
Also, rest in peace, Sean Connery. He passed away.
Yes, 007, dude.
Either today or yesterday. I think it was yesterday.
I think that was yesterday.
Yeah.
His name is not Sean Connery. It's 007, dude. As seen from Calvin.
007, man.
No, I just shut up. You're all just.
We're just. I know we are
You're
just.
tabled biddies.
What?
Alrighty
You heard
then.
me?
So,
I don't think I did.
if no one, anybody else have any pretty spooky, scary things?
Scoopy scary.
Okay, actually, since today's Halloween, I want to ask the question: has anybody experienced any spooky things in their life?
Okay. I am a little bit of a paranoia head and enjoy paranormal stuff. The scariest thing that's ever happened to me, my house is very, very old, constructed in the early 1800s. This might just be me hearing my neighbors outside or radio or whatever, but I swear on my life that I heard some lady yelling at her kid while I was taking a shower. Nobody was home besides my brother, who was downstairs playing Xbox. Or I don't even remember what game it was. I just remember hearing this, maybe 30, 40-year-old mom yelling at this small child who had apparently done something. I don't even remember what it was because I was like 8. Or no, I was like 13. I lied. It was, I found it extremely terrifying, and I did not want to leave the bathroom after that.
That this
Like,
woman.
I was like, if I leave, they're going to be waiting outside for me.
All right, one of the freakiest
What?
things. One of the freakiest things that I think everybody's experienced is, like at night, you're sleeping and then you suddenly wake up and you look like somewhere in your room.
Oh.
No, not that. But all you see is like a shadow of something just there. Right? And then as soon as you turn on the light, you realize, oh, damn, it's like a pile of clothes or something.
Yeah, that sucks because I have a brother also. So I'll wake up and hear noises, forgetting that he's here, and be like, shaking in me timbers, mateys.
I forget my brother exists, you know? Just a good old...
Well, because when you wake up at 3 a.m. without thinking about anything at all, your first thought is probably either take a piss, go get water, or go back to sleep.
Bro,
So when you see something move
morning,
on the other side of your room, it's fucking terrifying, bro.
See, when I wake up in the morning, I don't move until I've processed what is going on.
oh, that is so true. You don't move until you understand what is going on around you.
Yeah,
gotta-
no.
Exactly.
You got to make sure every single limb is tucked underneath the blanket, as if that's gonna help.
It's
No, not
even
even
worse
that.
when you get like sleep paralysis at like a house that you're not usually staying in. So like a vacation house or a hotel.
My brother talks like he sleep talks.
Yeah, mine does too.
So
Yikes.
and we share a room, so it's like the freakiest thing
Same
for me.
here.
Like
Yeah.
I will wake up at 3 a.m., see a pile of clothes, assume it's like a demon, and then my brother will start talking.
My brother talks crack when he sleeps.
I'm on something, man.
I have never heard my brother say a coherent sentence other than when he's like asking me questions while he's sleeping. Like when he's sleeping and he like rolls over, he'll say something along like 3 subjects crammed into one sentence, like one sentence of 4 words, and I'll just be like, "What the fuck did he just say?" Other times he'll wake up and ask me where the juice is or something like that, and I'll be like, "Dude, we're upstairs." He'll be like,
Where's
"Fuck
the
you, go back to
Where's
bed."
the juice, Calvin? Threatened you at gunpoint. Where's the juice, Calvin?
Where's the good juice?
It's the dollar store. How good can the juice be?
No, you're underestimating that cranberry juice. It smacks, okay?
Man. James, you got any spooky stories?
I have a couple. I'm trying to figure out which one that doesn't sound like my family's
Fake.
deranged. But my family loves pulling pranks on one another. So I have been the
Your
brunt
family's arranged. Gotcha.
of some scary stories. Alright, this is gonna sound really weird, but I just need everyone to bear with me on this one. I had to Google, did this specific game come out? So this was 2014.
I just had deja vu.
Deja vu.
Oof, that
I've
sucks.
been in this place before.
So I want to say I'm around 12 to 13 when this story takes place. And my youngest brother, is 5 years old. I want to say around that age. And one night, after that day, my friend showed me Five Nights at Freddy's for the first time. And this was the first time me and Calvin played that game together. And I was not accustomed to jump scares yet. So obviously that game freaks out 12-year-old James, who didn't do horror for very often until this game came out.
Same.
Yeah. Calvin, I just murdered George Washington's brother.
Alright, I'm gonna mute that. So much for setting the scene.
Did you hear that? Wait,
Yeah, we all did. I don't need to finish the story. I just need to freaking head on. I just killed George Washington's brother. That's where the story ends.
James, continue. Just
I'm
continue.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Please
No,
continue.
that's how it ends. The story ends. Boom.
No, please continue.
James ended
Okay.
up knowing that someone killed George Washington's brother. That's it. Boom. Entire story.
Okay, so that night I head off to bed, and this is like Friday night, so I stayed up late on Fridays, or at least I try to. And so my brother occasionally, when he was very young, slept in my bed when, just because I was like, sometimes his big brother, they get like scared at night, and you don't want your parents to deal with it. You just like kind of like, all right, just throw him in the bed and just let him sleep there. And so this was something that would be somewhat happens, and one night I went to bed by myself, got really comfortable, went to sleep. All of a sudden I wake up to feeling something touch my leg, but it was underneath the covers. So I freak out. My phone's right next to me. So I'm like squirming in my bed. I say, hello? Just like, I don't know, like, it's like Craig walked in my room to get my attention, or like my brother came in because he was scared, or my parents needed me for some reason. I don't know. So I grab my phone, I turn on the flashlight. I'm like, alright, no one's responding. It's pure dead silent. I'm like, alright, so I felt it underneath the covers. Now, mind you, my legs are now so far close to my chest, it's almost hard to breathe. Because I'm not dealing with that shit. I turn on the flashlight, I grab the cover, and I lift it. Just slightly lift it so I can see who's underneath it. All I see are two little arms reach out from the darkness. I don't see any body. Swear to God, just two arms grab the blanket and shove it right back down. And I freak the fuck out because I do not register what's going on right now. I just see two little arms just... And
Balloon boy.
it's essentially, but like
it's the hash slinging slasher.
The slash-slinging hasher.
So naturally I run out of my room.
Bro.
This actually kind of ties in what you guys were saying earlier, because I'd run out of my room. I went to my couch and I was like, screw it, I'm gonna just sleep on the couch. I'm gonna just sleep on the couch. And so there was like, I can't remember what was making the light, but I want to say it's like some sort of like a clock that's in my house was making some sort of light.
Yeah, the digital one that you have by the fireplace.
Yeah, maybe.
Or is this?
I don't remember what it was, but I just remember there's a light. And then, you know how you guys were saying about, like, shadows? Like, that's obviously
Yeah.
something else. So, I don't know why, but my brain gets really creative when it comes to scaring me. So, it decided to make that shadow in the form of Chica. The damn animatronic staring at me.
God.
Oh man.
Oh, that sucks.
And I cannot sleep. This is about 3:10, 3:30 at that point. Around that, like, time is a little
When the
weird
3
for
a.m.
me.
challenges were around too.
Mhm.
Those like peak hours of just scared.
Yep. So I am very much up right now and cannot go to sleep to save my life. Bless you. So
Thank
I'm
you.
like, it's either deal with whatever's under my covers or go deal with Chica. And I'm like, one of those sounds a little bit more ridiculous than the other. So I'm going to go deal with whatever in my bed. So I'd rather... So... I don't remember what I grabbed. I think I grabbed some sort of blunt weapon. I
Your
swear to
bat
God.
web.
I think I grabbed, like, my staff that I use for...
Like a lightsaber or some shit.
I think I grabbed the staff I used for training for Taekwondo.
Get out of his brother. Bro.
Get on my bed.
So I go to my room, and so, like, this was, like, when you, like, wrap yourself in blankets, like I don't, like, taco style, I guess, or we can call it, like, wrap style. So where, like, it's all, like, bundled around you. Yeah. It's, like, the most comfortable thing you could possibly be in. So I go, all right, whoever it is, just get out of my bed right now. I have the flashlight in one hand. I got the staff in the other. And then I go over and I start poking. Nothing. I don't feel anything. And now I'm getting even more panicked.
Whap. Just whap
I keep poking it. Don't feel anything.
No.
I start like almost hitting it, like very, very lightly hitting my covers. Just to see if anything would react. Nothing. No sound. No movement. Nothing. So I'm like, alright. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna rip the cover. I grab the blankets and I rip. I unroll the entire thing to find no one was in it.
Your brother just come falling off the bed.
No, there was no one in my blankets whatsoever.
Whoa.
So I'm like, so I have the opposite reaction of what someone should have. And I'm like, oh, no one's in it. Guess I should go back to bed.
Yeah, that's a no-no, Steve. That's a no-no.
So I go back to bed. Around 20 minutes.
If I was your age, I'd go back to I'd go back to my parents' room. Let's be honest. I don't even care.
Yeah,
I remember there was one night where I woke up, like, when I was little with sleep paralysis, and I saw the thing in the corner of my room, so I was like, okay. And I just went to go sleep. My parents were like, no, you're too big for the bed, so I slept outside that room.
Like a dog.
If I'm dying, I'm not dying in my own room. Fuck that.
Oh my god, guys, the story gets better, though.
Imagine is like little James freaked the hell out of his mind, staying in the corner of his bed with just a bat ready to swing.
Oh my god.
What was that movie? It's like, fuck.
It's like FNAF 4.
But James,
Yeah, basically.
But James has a bat.
There's,
But
hold on,
James is the
the
one
story's
who
not
gets
over
charmed.
yet. There's an explanation for everything, as
Oh,
always.
there's four.
So, I wake up the next morning, panicked. I don't understand why I was not panicked when I went to sleep, and then panicked when I woke up. I don't understand it, but I'm panicked in the morning. So, I go out, and my mom and dad are making breakfast, and I go, "Hey, did Zachary sleep with you guys last night?" And they're like, "Nope," because he's still young. I'm like, "All right, what the fuck's going on?" Like, in my head, I'm having this internal monologue that I should have been having at 3 a.m., but I didn't. And, so I tell them this story of what happened. I leave out the Chica bit, because they wouldn't understand that. But I tell them everything else. I told him.
Wait. Pause for a second.
Mhm.
I remember when we were in middle school, you told me something along the lines of your dad making you go to a real life Five Nights at Freddy's restaurant. Is that
No.
why?
Just Chuck E. Cheese.
No, I don't. No, my dad didn't do anything like that.
Oh.
I remember. I remember us getting way too into that game though, and then investigating where to actually find it, and we spent way too much time with it.
Oh yeah, we did.
It was all worth it. I was not allowed to play that game when I was little, and by damned, I was going to play it.
I don't play
but
that
that's
one
okay.
anymore. I play I play Custom Night, which freaks me to this day.
But anyways,
The only... Okay.
All right. anyways.
just so I can wrap this up, I tell them the story. They start laughing at me, and then Zachary walks out of the hallway and walks into the kitchen, and he's smiling. He looks well rested, and I go, Zachary, did you go to my bed last night? This kid, without skipping a beat, just goes, yeah, but you weren't in it.
Oh god.
Alternate reality
I'm
bullshit.
sorry. Why was he not freaked out? Why was Zach not freaked out either?
I almost threw a 5-year-old across the room out of reach. Looking back on it now, I never thought about how weird it would be if he was in that bed and I hit him with the bat.
Imagine, no. I just imagine 3 a.m. Your parents hear bonk, and then just Zachary scream, and then they're like, "What did you do?" He's like, "I thought he was a demon."
That honestly, that wouldn't be the worst injury my brother has ever landed at that age. My brother, when he was 3, was jumping in my mom's car in the passenger seat. And jumped and hit the windshield, and this shit cracked. Like there was a huge crack going down my mom's car windshield, and he laughed it off like it was nothing. There was no pain. There was no concussion.
When we were playing Rocket League, and I punched him.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, if I hit him, that's probably wouldn't be the worst thing my brother's ever endured.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know why it took me 6 years for me to go, it's probably not smart if he was in the bed to hit him.
I mean, he didn't respond.
That was really good.
He
really
had
good.
the warning.
Yeah, you warned him.
Hey, do you remember when we were like on the bus ride to and from school, we would always play like like you would purposefully like it was like, oh, I would be your ears if you would be my eyes, kind of shit.
Oh yeah,
Oh my god.
that was so much fun.
So okay, no. So me and James took the same bus home, and James was allowed to play Five Nights at Freddy's. I was not, because my mom was not too keen on the idea of the backstory to a game being the fact that some kids died and now there's ghosts. That didn't seem a problem to me. That didn't seem a problem to my dad. My mom was like, that shit not happening. So me and James would play co-op Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
It is, but like it's still like it's the backstory of the game. It's not the game itself.
But the backstory.
But
whatever.
yeah. So we would play co-op mode, which is basically someone has headset, someone has the phone itself. And I was usually one stuck with the headset because for some reason we just figured I had better ears or something.
No, you want to know why?
What was it?
I honestly found your reactions 10 times funnier when you had audio than when you had video.
You're an asshole. This is the first. Okay. Okay. So basically, what would happen was he would like do absolutely nothing but click buttons in the office and be like, "Oh my god, I see something," and then like just freak me out. And I'd be like, "Yeah, I don't hear anything though." And then at the very last moment, he'd be like, "Here's my phone," and there's just a black screen. And I'm like, "Oh, the game must have already ended." But that's weird. The audio didn't play. And just the fucking jump scare, and I would throw like. I physically jumped in the seat whenever that happened, and it's really stupid to think that.
I had better ears. No, your reactions were funny.
Yeah, no, because it was him, Isaiah, and me, And all of us just laughed our asses off at the fact that I was such a fucking pussy that I just jumped at everything.
It
And
wasn't.
you
It was
didn't
just
catch on to this after
And you
like the
didn't
third or fourth.
he deserved it at that
Look,
point. If he
they
didn't
were my
catch
only
on.
game. They were my only way to play Five Nights at Freddy's. I was not about to ditch that chance. All right, all right.
Fair enough.
So if you're gonna use me, you might as well like allow it to go the other way around.
Whew. Oh my god.
I did. I would use the camera and set you up a few times. You just didn't get scared, and I was like, man, this isn't fun.
Because at one point it just became so redundant. Like, yeah, at first, like when you weren't expecting it, yeah, it was like it's kind of scary. But like at
But
certain
the
point,
thing was, my brain is not wired for jump scares at all, so I never expect them. Even when I like, oh, something's coming, it's gonna get scared. My brain will always catch me off guard.
I think for you, FNAF 2 was the funniest ones when we did it because
Yes.
it always built
No,
up to it,
that one.
and it was always so great.
Yeah. Because the noises in that game were so absolutely perfect that like
Mhm.
the walking noises of the animatronics was the perfect cue because you never knew who it was. You always had to check to
The
see who it was.
vents too.
So whenever you heard the creaking of the gears, you'd just be like, "Oh, someone's in the hallway," and then I'd be like, "Yeah, right." And then I would hear like the buzzing of it being in the office, and I just feel the phone drop in my lap and be like, "Oh, I'm fucked." Chuckles,
You know,
I'm in danger.
When I played FNAF, I've never played it when I played it, so obviously that's a stupid thing to say.
I never played it when I played it.
Amazing.
When I first played it, I didn't even know what the.
When I first played it, I never played it.
Chill out, I understand. I understand. When I first played the game, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know the whole purpose of the game. I don't know why everyone was so scared. So I was like, what does this do? It wasn't scary to me because I just didn't understand what the point of this was. I was just like just looking at the screen and trying to tap. It was so stupid.
Okay, like
For every other kid, it was, ooh, scary bear monster. For you was, so what am I supposed to do?
So what's the point? All right, let's be completely honest. That game started as like such an indie hit,
Yeah.
and now
And
there's
now it's an entire ass
too many
franchise.
games, man.
I
Dude,
wanna.
only 2000s kids will remember Five Nights at Freddy's as the single-handed game
Shut
that stole
up,
the internet.
Boomer.
Only 2000s kids.
Is that a nail clipper or a
Yeah,
lighter?
I don't know what's going on in the background, but I'm really half tempted to mute you.
It's not me.
No, it's Calvin.
What?
There's
Oh,
like
is that a nail clipper or a lighter?
I'm not doing anything.
all we hear is just.
Bane's desk. All right, I think that's where we leave it off.
That wasn't even the
All
worst
right.
scary experience I've ever made Calvin go through. So this is gonna be awesome.
Oh no, I
Oh no,
made
you put me through worse. You've definitely put me through worse.
I put him
I know
through
for a fact.
There was this one
Yeah, I
incident
know.
that freaked him the hell out.
No,
I
you
want to
weren't.
explain this because I was the victim in it. I want
We're
to
not gonna
share
talk
my
about
story
the
about
first
how
one.
traumatizing it actually was.
We're not gonna talk about the first one. We're gonna talk about the second one though.
Okay, hold on. Someone clue me in because I am thinking like cycling through all the things, and I think my scary thing is not the same thing as what you're thinking. I think the scariest I've ever made Calvin go through was Alien Isolation.
Oh hell no! That game was a lot of fun, but it freaked me the fuck out. You are
I
right.
put
that is
him
the
on
worst you put me through.
earbuds on the loudest I can make it, and then just let him go off and play.
If we're talking about scaring Calvin, I've never scared Calvin. I've just made him very uncomfortable.
That is true.
Mikkel has witnessed what I've done to Calvin.
All right,
That
is
all right,
also
Brat,
true.
tell the story, and then we'll close it out.
So
What's
Calvin
the
is
scariest,
like-
or the second scariest?
Calvin is absolutely like pissed at the sight of clowns. Like he
Oh my
pisses
god!
at the mere sight of clowns.
I
thought
know
this
where
was
this
gonna
is
be
going.
the story where you kick the bathroom
No.
door down and yell at
No,
me.
Wait, no. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Flame.
Flag on play. Alright, so basically, Calvin pisses his pants whenever he sees a clown. So we thought it'd be absolutely hilarious
I'm laughing
to dress
already.
me up as a clown. So one of our friends who brought in a makeup kit
It was Avi.
Oh yeah. No, that was Taylor, wasn't it?
Nope, it was
I
Avi.
think it was Avi. I remember this.
Yeah, Avi.
I remember being Taylor.
So Avi brought in a makeup kit on. It was Halloween. Like we were having a Halloween celebration at school. So she brought in a makeup kit, and then we all thought it'd be absolutely hilarious to put clown makeup on me, and then I chased Calvin all around the school parking lot.
And at one point, James and Isaiah held me down.
Held him down as I ran towards him.
It was at that moment Calvin became the world's strongest man.
No. Okay.
No, it's
Okay.
more the fact
All of
that
us remember this because this was the
I'm not as
funniest
bad as agoraphobic as I was.
Oh my god.
But that is definitely a horrifying memory of just
This
seeing
honestly-
this man with
No.
Kitty's running towards the comic.
Okay.
Okay.
Like I could feel the vibrations in every step he took towards me, and I was ready to die in that moment. I was like, "This is it. This is the end. I'm going to die here. He's
Okay.
gonna kill me. He's gonna
Okay.
suffocate me."
You want to know what's the worst? You want to know what's the worst thing about this story? I was there when we were like,
James held him down.
no.
Someone who I
That
claimed
wasn't the-
to be my best friend held me down against one of my worst fears.
That
and let
wasn't
it
the
happen
worst
as I was
part.
Screaming to let me go.
That wasn't the worst part, though.
That was not.
The worst part, in my opinion, was when I had the idea, and Barat seconded this with me on this. When we started putting makeup on each other, because we thought it was funny, and then I was like, "Let's do Barat." So Avi puts on this all like white, like outline on him. I'm like, Avi.
She gave me
Avi.
white face, man.
She gave him white face.
Made me the joke.
And then I was like, Avi, I got this one. And she, like, put a red line here and here. Let's put a smile on this face. And then I knew exactly what I was going to do once I had the opportunity. So I remembered, who is terrified of clowns? I know. Calvin's terrified of clowns. So I'm like, Avi.
Yeah, you fucking pulled me from the other cafeteria. I'd be like, "Hey, we want to show you something." I saw Brian was like, "Yeah, no."
I wasn't there yet. Hold on. It's the build-up that always gets me when I think about this
The
story.
build-up was hilarious.
Because I'm sitting there watching this I'm masterminding this in my head about how this is gonna go down. And I'm just seeing the build-up of Barat.
Time out. Quick, time out. You know how Calvin said James is his Calvin claims James is his best friend?
This
Yeah,
is the best
Calvin,
friendship.
understand that this was all his idea.
This was-
I know. I hated him for a week after that, and I was
It was
like,
for your
nope.
benefit.
Yeah,
It was for your
The
benefit.
benefit of literally almost making me piss my pants at recess.
Yes.
Not recess. It was the end of the day. I made you piss me all day.
Okay. So
James, continue.
So, I'm thinking about how I want this to go down in my head. I watch Barat transform into the Joker. I had 3 ideas.
I don't know if anybody actually has a picture, but if they do, I need it.
I don't
I was
know.
just gonna say this. I don't have pictures of this.
We're gonna ask Taylor for that picture then. That I don't have it anymore. It is
Somebody.
unfortunate.
Well, we'll ask. We'll ask around.
I definitely feel like
But-
Taylor does, because I remember she was the one taking pictures of me being held down and screaming for my life.
Oh, God.
Oh wait, don't worry, Calvin got me back many years later.
All right,
But
James, continue.
there's 3 ways I wanted this to go down, and my
Yes,
favorite way happened.
This is
the
our,
first
this
one
is our DM, by the way.
was
This is got DMs our sessions.
This is alright. So the first idea I had was one that I really wanted to do was wait until Calvin went to the bathroom. And I would wait till him, and then as he went in, I'm gonna go, "Hey, have you seen Barat recently?" And I was expecting Calvin to go, "No, I haven't. Why?" And I'm like, "I don't know. He's been freaking me out a little bit recently." You know, I was gonna build it up. You know, I'm a man of suspense. I want to build it up.
We did build it up.
Yeah. So then I was going to wait till Calvin finished it. And then I have Barat just stand there. Because the way the bathroom is designed, I wanted him standing by the air dryer. So when I finished, like, washing my hands, I'd go walk off to the air dryer. Wait till Calvin comes out. And then I'm like, have you seen Barat recently? And then I'd tap the wall or something, and then just Barat will kick out of the stall next to him. And then just full on Kool-Aid Man.
So that's where you got the idea later on from. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I wanted him to Kool-Aid Man through the stall door.
Oh no!
And chase Calvin so badly. I wanted that one. But I figured it would seem a little creepy if I was following Calvin to the
That
bathroom.
one was one of my personal favorites.
That one would be a lot of setup
you
for a
definitely
lot of
bullied me in
payoff.
middle school.
Oh.
And
I
then
have questions.
All right. Say the other two, and then we can.
my other two was lure Calvin while he's eating to the other cafeteria.
That was
Have
the one I
Barat
ended up
stand
doing.
behind
Hold
the
on,
door.
Wait, I want to explain why this is a bad idea really quick.
Okay.
So, I'm a diabetic, right?
Oh.
Which means I take medicine to eat food. Now, if I end up regurgitating food, I have to make up the carbohydrate intake so that I don't end up in a hospital for the rest of the day.
I'm so glad we didn't do this one because
Yeah,
my plan was
I know.
terrible. I was gonna have Barat stand behind the door.
Realized, like halfway through planning, we realized that no, this is probably a bad idea.
It
no,
took a
this
lot
could
of
probably
it.
kill Calvin. Let's not do that.
No.
Ooh,
We
I
didn't think
almost
the
killed
fear was.
Calvin in middle school.
You almost killed me in
remember.
middle school.
That's such a clickbait title, though.
the,
Clickbait title.
the clickbait title for this one is Halloween Special. We all almost killed Calvin.
I remember I had a push pin in my hand. I went to go give Calvin a high five because I thought it was a fun. I completely forgot this man was diabetic. He had to go to the nurse.
Okay. So the
Oh,
second
you are a
plan.
different kind of evil. What?
Okay. So the second plan was, I was going to have Barat stand behind the door, have Calvin come into it, and then was gonna repeat the whole spiel of, "Hey, have you seen Barat recently? He's been really freaking me out. You know, I'm kind of worried about his mental health and such." And then I was gonna say some sort of phrase. That's when Barat was going to slowly close the door, lock it, and then I just want Calvin in my head. I just have this slow-mo shot of Calvin turning his head, and then just looks at Barat, and then you just see dead set horror fill his eyes as Barat closes the
In
door.
middle school, I was super sensitive. So like when someone said, "Hey, your friend is feeling depressed or sad, and I'm worried about them," I would always worry like hell and be like, "Oh, I hope they're all right." So again, I'm glad you didn't follow through with this plan.
Oh, no, hold on. It got better. Because I want Barat, as he clicks the door locked, just to go, "Hiya, Calvin." And then go into a dire chasing laugh and chase
no
after
lie.
you.
All of these three plans, I think we executed the third one, of course.
We've executed all of them in some sort of way.
Oh yeah, 100%. We took like bits and pieces of each plan and put them all together.
This is all what it's been leading to. Like, I made it a career just to figure out
when
ways
you're done explaining this, I want to explain it from my perspective. So like for example, when you go to get me at the cafeteria, I'm going to start explaining from there.
James got to talk about the third part.
Okay, the third plan was the one that we went with. I say it's the strongest because this is the most raw Calvin reaction that we could get. Calvin's a human soundboard, so I could get some weird, funny reaction.
True.
I'm like, I know what can make the people laugh with this. So we're just missing out. I want to know where Calvin is at all times. I quickly find Calvin. I don't tell him the parts, like I said, about building it up. I just converse with him normally, like I would. I would talk about the day and how, or some weird shit, right? So I'm talking with Calvin. We're exiting out of the building. We're standing at our bus line. And then I know what's coming. Calvin doesn't know what's coming. I'm trying not to die of laughter in my head because I can build this up in my head. I find this extremely funny. All I see is the door opening. Brock going, "Sup, bitches!" and then chasing Calvin.
So from that point, when I turned around, I'm pretty sure Isaiah was behind me, and I think he started laughing because my eyes widened so much that
We
my
were
pupils
both
and
dying.
my eye looked probably to that of a pin tack, and I screamed. I'm not kidding. I screamed, and James literally grabbed my arm. Isaiah too.
We knew it was
James
good.
said some shit
Everybody
along the
was
lines
in
of
on
"We're
this.
gonna deal with this," and I saw
Everybody
Barat
was in on
tug
this.
headfirst at me, and I almost started crying because I was I was screaming like, "Let me go, let me go!
No.
I don't want like." And then I just see Barat come up and he's like, "How you doing?" And I'm like, I'm at the verge of crying at this point.
I'm at the verge of crying now just remembering.
No, well, no. That's like genuine fear. Like that, your crying is laughing because you know you're torturing your best friend, and for some reason that's funny.
It
It
is.
is. It always is.
Oh yeah.
But for me, the crying happened because not only someone I trusted is holding me against one of my fear, but my fear is one of my friends in makeup rushing directly at me, jiggling.
It's not even the clown part.
Wait. No, I wanna give like at least some context to this. Literally everybody in our friend group was in on this.
We all knew about it. This was like the best.
Taylor, like as Bra opened the door, I remember Taylor taking out her phone and starting to come closer. I remember
Taylor,
Ro,
no,
or
for
when
me,
she was still
it
going
was,
by Rebecca.
No, what
She
happened
came over
was,
and started like giggling a little bit.
no, what happened was these guys were in front of me, and I stood behind them.
We all knew. It was like building up to a wrestling match. We were all like, all right, let's go. We were just
Taylor
hyping
had
it
her
up.
phone out, camera open. Everybody was standing in front of me, like just making sure Calvin couldn't see me. And then as soon as we got close enough, Taylor ran forward just so she could get like a good angles, and then we freaked the hell out of Calvin.
Oh my
Was
god.
was this the same time where I almost kicked you in the nuts
Oh
as
yeah,
you came closer?
yes,
Okay.
Yeah, this was probably around one in the same.
I'm so glad I dodged that because the shock and horror in your eyes, I could like.
Yeah,
You
no,
would have died.
that-
You would have
I
died.
have,
for
I
sure.
have no.
You
Like,
would
I
never have
felt
kids.
Adrenaline rush in
I
that
was
moment.
like,
I thought
no,
because like
I
I
could
genuinely
feel-
believed like I was going to die. I was like,
Miguel.
this is it. This is it.
Mickel, I could have felt the phantom pain if that man kicked close enough.
You would have felt Danny Phantom.
I would have
I think
became.
if I remember, wait, if I'm remembering correctly and my memory is not dog shit, I kicked with both legs and James and
No.
Isaiah like almost fell trying to hold me up.
No, they lifted you up, and you
We made
kicked with
Yeah, I
Sure.
know.
legs.
No, we made sure that you were not going anywhere. We just knew.
Whenever you lifted your leg, they just lifted you up.
Oh yeah, no. This took around 30 seconds in total. But within that 30 seconds is just the
For us,
funniest
that was not
comedy
30
we've
seconds.
ever done.
There's no way in hell
That was
30
around
seconds.
30 seconds.
No. It was
It was
probably like
not a-
5 minutes.
It
For
was
us,
not.
It felt like half an hour.
It felt like
For
it.
me, it felt like it was never going to end, and that was just my limbo. I did some unthinkable sin, and this was
Oh
just
my
my
God.
punishment for it.
Oh my god, I'm misremembering this. Oh my god. I know how this exactly happened. I don't know why, it just clicked in my head. This was not the first time Calvin saw Barat in clown makeup that day.
No, it wasn't.
What I did was enact the second plan, then followed up with the third plan. So,
Yeah.
I brought Calvin to show him Barat's makeup, and he freaks out. Not badly, just, he's like, oh my god, like one of those reactions, and then quickly leaves the room. Then I remember going to Avi, because we're going to English class, and I go, Avi,
We
let's
need
make
to
it
do
worse.
this.
And I remember now going over, this is when I developed the third plan of when Brod's getting his makeup redone, because it was starting to smear off. And I'm like, we need to make this 10 times scarier. So then we start putting shit underneath your eyes. We like really start accentuated everything. And that's when the third plan came through.
So basically, the way we split the plan was, if I remember correctly, James was in charge of dealing with Calvin,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was in charge of getting to him, and then
You were in charge of being as satanistic as possible. Like you were just in charge of being my hell.
No, the half of the plan that I did develop was that they would make a wall like in front of me so nobody noticed. like they were walking in like a duck formation. Like you know how ducks fly when
Yeah.
migration? Yeah, they were walking like that.
Ducks can fly.
Shut up.
Which teacher was it that came over to see if I was okay because like I was having a panic attack?
Probably Kimbis or Morgana. I knew it was one of the English teachers. I don't remember. I don't know which teacher. I think they overheard us having this plan, but I think it was like because it was like the Halloween day, so they're like not caring as much.
Yeah, it was definitely Halloween day, so they didn't care.
There's no way a teacher didn't. Someone hear about
since when we're recording this, it's like 12:01. So let's get like a quick.
It's 12:01.
Yeah. Let's get quick Calvin side, so then we can all just go to sleep after this.
So the lunch side perspective, when you guys were doing this at lunch versus the dismissal one, which is one we just told, you guys had pulled me over out of my lunch wave talking with a different friend group. I think we were talking about like anime or some shit, and James goes, he comes over, he's like, dude, something along the lines of gaming, and I wanted to show you. And I was like, that sounds fine. This sounds fun. I'm happy for this. And I remember walking into the cafeteria and James pushing me over to the table that Barat is sitting at. And, like, I just, like, in that moment, I was like, oh, this is where I die.
Okay.
There was no other thought in my head other than James is going to kill me.
So now we know all of that. But now we want to hear, what did you think for the rest of the day?
For the rest of the day, my thought process was stay in one class and stay with multiple people who I think I can trust. So I was staying with like Tiger, Henry. Henry was in on it, and I didn't even know. Tiger was terrified for me because I don't even know why. She like felt so awful that it happened afterwards, and I was like, it's not your fault that they're assholes.
We didn't tell anybody who was like that close to you. Like, we didn't tell anybody who you had regular classes with?
No, this was some special ops. We need to scare Calvin.
Oh,
This was covert black ops, except if you're bullying middle school students.
Oh my god, this was the most elaborate plan I have come up with?
In your entire existence?
Oh my god. I've come up with a better plan since then. Not to prank somebody, just a plan in general, but
Thank God for me that I've somewhat grown out of the fear of clowns. And like, it's not
I
as bad
told
as
you it was for your development.
Yeah, I know. No, since watching
Only
Ep3,
Mickel can see that.
it's part 2, baby!
One was scary.
Alright, Calvin. So let's get let's get the feelings you were, building up to during dismissal.
During dismissal, my thought was to, I just thought that, like, you would remove the makeup and everything, so I was like, it's gonna be fine, like, I'm just gonna go to, my lunch, my dismissal line, we're gonna go to our bus.
Worse.
Yeah, no, I did not at all. And
I was betting on that.
Taylor coming out first, followed by Avi, followed by Mickel, followed
They
by
were all doing that,
people.
like, triangle thing.
Yeah, and I remember thinking, I wonder why Taylor's pulling out her phone. And then I just see Barat come out, and I feel James's arm wrap around mine and Isaiah, and like his like you knew judo or whatever the fuck you were doing.
I know Taekwondo.
You,
I still know Taekwondo.
James definitely knew holds. James knew holds then.
I still know holds. Wait, hold on. What makes you think I still don't know holds?
If I ran, I was risking injuring myself.
Hold on,
Yeah.
Calvin. Wait, hold on, Calvin. If you ran, you think I would actually like hurt you? Calvin, I would not hurt you.
No,
I would just.
No, that was my thought process in the moment.
Okay, I'm about to
Because
say,
when I see something, I'm terrified, and I think if I run, I'm going to get hurt because James is not going to let go.
No, okay, so they did eventually let go of you. But
He
I just
didn't
And I
move.
booked it for the other side of the fucking.
I believe Brat chased after you.
I was after you.
Yeah, I know. The teachers had to like tell us to like stop because I was having a panic attack.
Oh, and at that middle school, I think like 5th to 8th graders went, or it was 4th to 8th.
Yeah,
It was.
4th to 8th at the time.
Yeah, 4th to 8th. So everybody else in the school from that moment on just remembered it. Like I think they all remember that incident.
Oh,
Wait, did
my
Ivana
God.
go to that school? Is that why she keeps calling you the clown?
Yeah.
Who?
Ivana.
Yeah,
No,
I think
no.
so. Wait, I
She
think she did.
She didn't go to Betances, but I know like so many people who did after that just started calling me Joker the Clown.
Oh, I'm so I'm proud of
it was so
myself.
fun.
Joker from tech support.
I had a legacy, man.
Oh my
Joker
god.
support.
I'm so happy that I did this. And
Oh. All right.
alright, this
So,
is where we need to close out the
And with
episode.
that story, we end our episode.
Wait. That was the end of the story, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Why are we holding?
it's 12:07, man.
I want to play Splatoon and then go to bed.
I want to go to sleep.
Hold on. Here's our true Halloween closeout. Hold on. Where is it?
Special guest, my brother.
So my father, he took the knife, put it in my mouth, and began to peel.
Okay.
Whoa, all
Okay,
right.
I think
Joker.
it's time for the end of
I think it's time for the close.
Oh no, James.
I think it's time for the close. I think it's time.
All right. So, I think let's just quickly we'll move to closing remarks. First off, Calvin, go ahead with your closing remarks.
First of all, happy Halloween. I hope you guys all had a safe Halloween. I hope that COVID didn't get too much into the way of it. I hope you guys had fun at home, staying safe, watching scary movies. And James is an asshole.
All right. Thank you for your closing remarks, Calvin. Mickel, please.
All right, guys. Happy Halloween. It was a great idea to be here. James, that is disgusting. I never want to see that again. Please put it away. I broke my chair during this recording. The second time. And the moral of this story was just that we all love Calvin, but we love to torture him at the same
Yeah,
time.
No,
We do love Calvin. We do love Calvin. Of course. So our friend group is very closely knit together.
Yeah,
Like we are very close friends.
we're idiots. We're idiots from the same rope of.
Hey! He said the name, Professional Idiots.
Yeah, we're the accounting office of idiocy and dilemma or some shit.
All
We are
right,
the CEOs of
James.
idiocy.
James, with your closing remarks.
All right. So for my closing remarks,
I hate this.
all right. For my closing remarks, man, I miss pranking Calvin, and I finally fixed my mouse. It turns out I just clicked the wrong button.
Fuck you.
Bless you, Calvin.
There will be further
no, bless you,
Calvin
man.
pranks at one point, and I cannot wait to tell you guys about it. I'm gonna go die of laughter once this recording's done.
And I guess it's my turn now. Happy Halloween. I hope you guys had a safe Halloween. Stay indoors. Stay
And
indoors.
remember, always wear your seatbelt.
Wear masks.
And don't lick
watch
doorknobs.
And make sure you go out and vote. The election is coming up very soon.
Yes,
Yes,
Yes.
if you can vote, go vote.
Go vote.
votes for the better of our own.
Voting
Now, for my
important.
actual closing remarks. Honestly, this is one of the most fun times I've had here on the recording.
Yeah.
This and I think the episode that me and James did alone
Hydra bomb.
was the most fun that I've ever had. So we'll definitely be inviting you guys back. Thank you for coming. And
No problem.
this has been Professional Idiocy, and we'll see you next week.
This episode of Professional Idiocy was recorded on October 31st, 2020.
Happy Halloween!